Hello everybody, welcome. I'm going to be going over the Redeemer Prime and my setups. I have two setups. One is, let's take these off. So, I run this. Baltic Strike is expensive, but the way I have it set up, I could run... Where is my electrical damage? Shock touch. I can run this with my current setup with 2 Forma. We'll do this since this is a cheaper route since Baltic Strike is a bit expensive. But other than that, let's get into this. So I have 2 builds. One is the combo multiplier build, which I don't have a max out blood rush. Keep that in mind. And then I have the heavy attack build with Volcanic Edge, Voltic Strike. And this is a max status chance build. This will be like a final build if you have the plat in order to get all this. Now, with that in mind, let's do the combo multiplier build first. Let's see here. Ability. Get more corrupted heavy gunners than that. There's Exodus. We got one Exodus. Simulate. Hold F in order to keep it on that melee weapon. Shreds decently through it quite a bit. Orange crits. It is alright. Could use more attack speed. I know a lot of people run lots of attack speed on this, so let's try that. So, let's go over here. Take Gladiator Might off. Attack speed. We'll run Berserk. Actually, let's try the Quickening. Because I know Quickening is quite decent, honestly. And gets the combo multiplier up there. So, let's kill. Spawn. Set it to main weapon. Melee. Now we're starting to get into the red crits. Which does alright. It's not as much as the heavy attack though. So let's go to this. Let's test out Configuration A. Now this is like, I considered one of the strongest. Set the melee. One shots. Now let's try body shot. Body shot kills with a flame proc. That almost kills. That killed the backline there too. Let's see here, that should kill him. So all bullets didn't hit. That will kill. That definitely kills if you get any headshots off. but the Redeemer Prime is probably considered, in my opinion, one of the strongest melee weapons. It used to be a really good condition overload build if you have max status chance. With the healing off of it used to be really good, but it's just like brute damage now. Because I used to run, because each pellet used to be able to heal with, what's it called? Healing Return, which restored a lot of HP decently quick. It restored at least one shot would restore a quarter to 1/3 of my HP back in the day on Saren. And used to be really good. But now it's just kind of brute damage. And boy is it brute damage. One thing I want to try is, let's try a gas prop. See how strong gas is on this. So, all enemies simulate. It's not what I wanted. There we go. That gas proc did quite the number on them. So let's see here, we got a gas proc, and it's doing quite a bit of damage, honestly. And lasted quite a while. Get that going on it. So, 2-shot body, and hits multiple creatures, which is nice. Now, let's try this with... Oh, Mirage Prime. Now, with this in mind, this should one-shot a complete line. Let's go back here, put this back on it. Simulate. Alright, now let's try this. Stand in the middle. And it definitely does damage. So we have one rando over here. That one shots it body-wise really hard. Now, let's see here. I don't have any arcanes for it. But if you want a low-end build, without a Riven, you could either just run flat damage, but it would take a lot more forma. But, it'd probably take 2 slash polarities, run flat damage all the way through, and then instead of running, you'd replace the Redeemer Acri with, what was the crit damage mod that we were using? Crit. Gladiator's Might. I'd replace it with Gladiator's Might. So you'd run Organ Shatter, Gladiator's Might with flat damage, and you'd run whatever element that you're needing running, but if you wanted to kill anything Rainier-wise or Void-wise, you'd essentially run Corrosive Heat. But, since I have a maxed out status chance build on top of this, it's better for me to run the status chance rather than the flat damage. Because if I don't kill it, the heat proc will. And boy, that heat proc burns. Like, let's see here. Way it would look. I don't think I have everything for it. We have Molten Impact, which I should have just moved over. Shocking Touch. Molten Impact, there it is. And then the difference is you would run... So it's the same as the first build for these three here. And then... Where are you at? Okay, we'll just look for it. Gladiator's Might. And then you'd put Gladiator Might there. But you need to get your hands on Condition Overload, which is a really hard mod to get, and an expensive one to get. But, if that's the case, it's definitely worth your while. You could also run... Is there anything that gives heavy attack speed? Actually, this is good too. You could run this as well, instead of running Condition Overload. It's a cheap alternative. So you'd run this, this, Pressure Point, trying to remember what was there, Sacrificial Steel. So with that in mind, this is what you'd be running. Just putting Sacrificial Steel is where you would put this, in this slot. But other than that, that's about the cheapest build that you could go for. The Amalgam mods is from one of the newer bosses. I'm trying to remember its name. But it's one of the more annoying bosses. I remember that. Essentially leading the lamp, leading a bug into a lamp. It's the best explanation of the boss. I'm trying to remember its name, but it's not popping up in my head. It's just brain farting at this point. But I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Until then, see you guys next time.